Here. All right, looks like we're feeding out to the folks out there. If you guys can see us and hear us, definitely let us know if there's any issues. Don't forget to smash those thumbs ups and ring the bell, etc. We really do appreciate that. You are listening to the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. We try here. We do our best. We get up every day and come on and try to bring you guys. I don't know. I would say, Patrick, what would you say? Starting from entertainment, information, perspective, opinion.
Infotainment.
Yeah. On the Second Amendment, on freedom related stuff. That's what we do here. I want to remind all the folks out there to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list over there. Check out Lola's deals. Lola spends a lot of time working on that. If you want to find the alternative platforms that we're on, you can also find that under the Strangerholics tab. If you're looking to get merch, there's a link there to Ballistic Ink. That's where we get our merch, etc. Big shout out to TUSC Firearms Crypto. You guys should be checking that out here. Patrick, I think like folks want to stop us from actually getting together, so communing, community, right? They want to stop us from communicating, and then they want to stop us from being able to buy and sell things to each other, commerce. And I think that's
make things.
yeah, oh yeah. So I think that's where TUSC Crypto comes in. You guys should check that out. Patrick is up on TUSC. He's a TUSC.
I am. I'm a TUSC millionaire.
a millionaire. So's Walter. I am as well. They do sponsor the podcast, and we appreciate that. Okay, so that being said, let me do everything officially here. I am going to smash the open right now.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange situation.
Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe, smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we go live. Boom, there you go. Patrick with the bell, so I don't have to get my bell out. We are live. Let's do jazz hands. I think Walter should be joining us for FreeForAll Monday. It is FreeForAll Monday. This is episode 774. ATF gets back to pistol braces, or to the pistol brace situation. We're going to talk about that, as well as I want to do an RIP for Barack James Ulrich, who's someone that I don't know if everyone knows him out there, but he's definitely supported me in all the time that I've been doing this gun stuff here on social media. We were friends on Facebook and stuff like that, and I think he's been supportive of a lot of people out there. So I think that's where I want to start it off, and it's kind of like you were over here yesterday, Patrick. And we were talking, then Lola and I went out, and then when I got back, let me see if I can run this in. This is I reposted what Maj put up, but I saw the first person that was posting was actually Black Man with a Gun, Ken Blanchard. And he says, so I didn't realize that he cut off all his social media. But he says, B was a good man. He was always telling me some positive shit. Maj, you gotta let that street mentality go. Ignore those haters. I haven't seen him active on social lately. I thought it was just him taking a break. Just found out about this and took this pic off Ken Blanchard page. I had no idea. And so, it seems like Baracka James, or Baracka Ulrich James, he did a lot of stuff, man. He was if you look at this, you can see pictures with lots of folks that we know out there. I think that's Julie Golob. I could see Coleon Noir. You could see him at different events and things like that. Always a positive, smiling person. I personally didn't realize that this kind of stuff was going on. It's tough, right? I don't know. We've some of this kind of stuff has been going on, right? Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard you say what happened. This guy died?
Well, he committed suicide. So he's passed.
Oh yeah, that's real rough.
Yeah, I'm probably not doing this in a very organized fashion because it's really honestly very surprising to me and deeply
yeah,
saddening
especially
to.
if he was man.
Yeah, there's a if I reposted what Marge put up. Ken Blanchard has stuff out there. Lots of people in the gun community on social media. Here's a picture of Baraka right here. Let me see if I could throw that up. Always like a good. It's right there. He's like he was into bodybuilding. Go
Like
ahead.
if you look
Hmm.
if you look back through his like post history, does anybody see any signs of anything?
No, when I saw
Or is
this,
it just total surprise?
I I was trying, like, I was like, there's no way this could be real, because he always spoke to me over social media and like encouraged me or shared things or whatever, and apparently he did that with a lot of people, and I was like, man, I hope this is like some kind of thing, and I try to search him, and I realized that he had just deleted all his social media at some point, you know,
Mm.
and it's tough to keep track. Look, I think we all hate social media. I know you do. Um, and I do, but
I do.
we kind of have to do it for what we do, right? And it's a good way for people to keep in touch with us. I didn't, I just didn't realize that. So I saw it was all deleted. The only thing I still saw that was up was his LinkedIn. He had a podcast. He did a lot of different things. I was talking to John Crump.
I did a quick search and I saw his LinkedIn, but I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, I spoke to John Crump about this briefly because I think they actually live in the same area, and John knew him in the what is it, IRL, in real life or something.
I actually knew the guy.
Yeah, yeah, man. I know it's real stressful out there. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened over the last year or so, and add all that stuff
Yep.
up, it's tough. Like when you guys were here yesterday, we were talking about this because I know you came over here to do some stuff. I was supposed to be working, but we were just talking and having. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy just talking to people.
Oh, but it was funny. Marley and I left, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get her to go out there because she doesn't like to go out in the heat and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, was it nice? Did you have fun sitting down and just chit chatting? She's like, oh yeah, that felt really good. Because we haven't been out and just kind of hung out with people in what feels like forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it felt good. It actually motivated me to got a video up today, finally.
Yeah, good. I know you. The reason why
it was
wanted
good.
to,
It was good meeting.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to talk to you because I know, like, and we go through this over and over again, but I it seemed to me like you were getting a little bit burnt out, which happens, right? You have a regular job, and you have to do this thing.
Yeah,
and all that stuff, Yeah.
Last week was a particularly tough week in work. So, everybody that work business to business customers, let's call it that. It's working for Google-ish, but we'll call it that. So for anybody that doesn't do that type of work, like technical support work, holidays aren't holidays because you come in, especially being the East Coast guy, I come in the next day to everything that has been coming in over the weekend, and it's just the addition of Mondays. Plus, my coworker had to take 2 emergency days off, so I was by myself for most of the week, and it was an exhausting week. So no, it was great. It was great to get out of the house this weekend, and it was good to spend some time working on things that are actually fun, things that I actually enjoy. So it was good.
Yeah, listen, I get burnt out constantly doing this.
It's hard not to when you feel like the system is against you.
Yes. So yeah, I think it was good. Like, I know I just wanted to like sit down and talk with you. I don't think there's anything going on other than like, hey, let's reconnect and remember while we do this craziness.
It feels like we haven't sat down and just chatted, just shot the shit in a long time. So
yeah. So I mean, the reason why I'm talking about all of that, other, like, obviously, unfortunately, this thing happened, and I don't know details of this. Like, there's not much info that I could get out of this other than Baraka's not here anymore, and I would hope that if you're feeling like this, I see people saying it, get professional help. I think that is definitely a thing if you know for sure there's something wrong, and sometimes just like reach out to people and talk. Get out of your own
head.
Yeah.
Get out of your own head and go out and call somebody or talk to somebody or show up at somebody's house and be honest about what's happening, what's going on, I don't think anybody would turn you down.
Yeah. And like I said, man, I think it's the most powerful thing that we do for each other. Like after, things that we have to do just to live, to eat and all that kind of stuff, just talking to each other is a powerful thing. It helped me. I hope, helped you guys out to just have someone to talk to. Even I noticed like Lola, even though she always complains, she likes, having a conversation with real human beings.
The internet is not the same. Sitting on the internet is it's just not the same. And the last year I think has been very trying for everyone.
Yeah.
Because of social isolation and
yeah. Do you think the stats do you think those stats are real, that like 50% of the people out there are having some kind of issues? Do you think that's
is that what has been said?
I've seen that, yeah.
I could see it. I don't know. Marley and I, other than losing, I'm not even going to say losing our friend group, because we haven't, losing the social interactions with our friend group. That was really the only downside, is everybody kind of hunkered in, and we still talk to each other, but we didn't go out and do things like we did before. That's what really affected us. So I don't think either of us really got down, because both of us were still working. Both of us were still making plenty of money. We're doing fine. So it didn't affect us as negatively. But I could, being somebody who has bad anxiety, and I could absolutely see that. Like, if you got socially isolated, you lost your job, there was no prospects, things like that, that sort of stuff affects me big time. So I could see that, like,
yeah.
When I lost my job last time, I moped around the house for a month and a half before I finally came out of my stupor, because it was awful. You feel terrible losing your job, especially when it's something like a cold going around,
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me if that stat is true.
Yeah, I know it's a thing, and I think what you said, if people could do it. So sometimes things get so bad that you really just don't want to do anything, because maybe sometimes things are just stacking up on top of you and you can't do anything. So it's easy to say get out and do things, because I believe in that. I believe in like staying busy and just like working through everything. That's not necessarily the best thing in the world. If things are so bad that you basically cannot act, you really do need to seek help. Or just get out. Just get out. Like, when we were on the road, we stopped in at the event that Kevin Dixie was doing, the train and learn. And I kind of want to like share something from that, and it's real simple and stupid. So it was late at night when we got there. It was nighttime, and these guys started up a fire and everything. And everyone that was out there, those guys were out there training, doing all kinds of stuff. We just crashed to to eat the food. But it was great to just hang out with people around that fire. So around that fire was like Kevin Dixie, and I saw Sean from We Like Shooting, and Roy from Barnauls, and so many people that were on the podcast here. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like leaving them out or whatever, but it was just, and there were some people who I never met before, and sometimes it's cool to just get out. Like, look at how pitch black it was out there. This is like getting back to basics, man. Just talking to human beings.
There's a part of me that really, really misses. So way back when, in middle school, high school, I was a Boy Scout, and most of my friends, my still like active friend group, is from that group. We just had like wives join in, girlfriends join in, that sort of thing. But the same group of guys has been together since like 6th or 7th grade. I miss those times of like going out and camping with them, because it feels like you go back to the basics. You're like, all that matters is keeping the fire stoked, making something for dinner, sitting around chatting. It just feels so much better. And that's why we like, I think that's why Marley and I like going to North Carolina so much, is you can escape the realities of, like, while we're up there, we don't watch the news, we don't pay attention to the garbage going on, and you can just like escape back into nature, and there's a lot of mental healing that comes from being out and about and not paying attention to the garbage that's going on in the world.
Yeah. It's like a desperate situation. I'm not trying to I'm definitely not a mental health professional. I don't think you are, but I think your degree is somewhere in this realm. Yeah.
It
So
is. I've never used it, but it is.
yeah. And it's just kind of I don't know. I just like it caught me off guard. So
Yeah, no. I mean, death catches everybody off guard, but no, we've lost, and I think you and I talked about this a little bit since the late '90s, early 2000s. Humans have been diverging away from each other because of the connectivity we have here. But the connectivity over a phone call or Skype or something like this isn't the same.
no,
It's
no.
not. It's not the same as sitting down with the person face to face and just chatting, having a good time, watching whatever Justice League, that new Justice League was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Clover says, I've had the shooting sports showcase and Tulsa Arms show this year, and those were great. It's going to be nice to get to USCCA and NRAM later this year. I missed the personal aspect of all of this.
That's really, you hear that from a lot of people. Like, that's a common thing you hear is I just want to connect with people. And I will say that shooting people, and oh, thank you, Marley brought me some water. The shooting community in general, outdoorsy people tend to be the types that like connecting with others, I think, especially similar-minded people. We're not isolationists. We don't like to be by ourselves constantly. So, yeah, I think a lot of people miss that.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah. So, I think that if you have some issues out there, my first thing I would say is like seek professional help. Yeah, don't be afraid of that. Don't worry.
No. I'm going to go against Hank on this. Professional help is difficult. They sometimes will put you behind like a, hey, I can see you in 2 weeks,
Right.
or it's going to be $500 an hour. If you can't get past that, call somebody. Call your friends, call your parents, call your loved ones, call your friends from wherever. Most people today are totally understanding of anxiety and depression because it's growing. It's horribly sad, but it is growing. So
Yeah,
a lot of people are aware of it.
Everyone's going through it. If people think I don't go through it, like I go through it, and we just all have different coping mechanisms based, I think, especially on like how much stress. Like I know that I grew up with a ton of stress, so it always seems to people like I take everything nonchalantly, but it's just growing up with massive amounts of stress. So
people cope differently. Everybody copes differently.
Yeah, but I see it happening with my kids and all of that kind of stuff. Like, get in touch with human beings. I said it because I think ultimately I don't want to pretend that I could help people or save people. But if you want to talk, you can talk to me. I can literally, I do this all the time. I'll put my number up there. You can call me or text
people
me.
Are surprised.
Something like that.
I think a lot of people are surprised, and I'm not famous or anything, so I don't know why people treat YouTubers like that. But people are surprised when I reply back on Instagram, and I'm pretty quick about it because I have my phone in front of me all the time. Yeah, anybody can reach out to me at any point. I went through bad anxiety post like late college to just up before I met Marley. So believe me, I am well versed in what it feels like to be anxious and depressed. It is not fun. It is an awful feeling. God, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, Marley and I specifically, like when we both left the house, the first thing we talked about on Sunday was, man, that felt so good to just get out and talk to somebody. Like it feels like it's been so long since we just chatted.
It felt good for us too. It felt good for me.
Yeah.
I think it felt good for Lola. We do just sometimes you just like don't put any big things on it, right? Just get out, sit down, talk to people, or find something to do to get out there. If anyone is really bored, I have a ton of leaves in the backyard.
Oh God!
Kick up a fire out there or something like that, But yeah, man, if you just need someone to talk to, I'll be here. Patrick, I think.
Always. I'm always here.
Yeah. Kathleen Music Lover says, "Babyface P, can I reach out and touch you?"
My wife might not like that, so I'm not sure the answer. Richard Bonner says you even email sometimes. Like I said, Richard, I read. So everything you email through, I read. I may not always reply to, but I absolutely read every single email you send over.
Yes.
They're always really interesting, weird, off the wall things. So.
Yeah. Clover Tax says Hank never returns my calls, and neither does Babyface P. Don't let them fool you. They took a good game, but are way too high and mighty for us low people. No. Yeah, he's joking, by the way. He's joking.
No,
yeah.
I'm just your everyday guy. There's nothing special about me. I just happen to entertain people with stupid videos on YouTube. But really, I'm just a dude.
Yeah, I think that's what we all are. We're all human beings. So I think for me, I'm just trying to be. I just want to make sure, like, before we get into all the different things that that we need to talk about here, I just want to make sure. It's kind of tough to see that happen. We can't do anything about it. Can't go back in the time machine. It's sad to see that. But if you're out there and you just want someone to talk to, people do call me on that number that I put up. You could find it on social media. It's not difficult. You know, best thing to do is like text me. But I would rather, like, listen, I need a reason sometimes to stop editing or doing anything else and sit there and talk to someone.
Yeah, when you're locked in on that focus mode, sometimes it's good to get a little distraction.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of distraction, I see Walter Keller's joining us. He's got pizza.
Costco pizza, man.
Look, we had pizza for dinner too, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
I just got home. I literally just got home. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had to take a shower first because I didn't want you to see me dirty. You know.
Oh. Okay. I don't know.
I felt dirty. That's what I felt.
You dirty.
Marley yesterday. So we had dinner with Marley's sister. She's moving out to Colorado, so she's trying to spend as much time together. So I spent the rest of the afternoon working in the garage getting today's video ready to go live. And at some point, I came back in the house and Marley is like, "You smell disgusting. You need to go take a shower." I was like, "Oh, I think I forgot to put in deodorant." She's like, "You go take a shower right now and change your shirt." I was like, "Okay, I'll go do that."
Yeah.
Change everything.
Yeah, and probably if Marley's telling you, you've gone.
Oh, that is bad.
You've gone past the danger zone.
Yes, it got to the point where I started smelling myself, so that means I was real smelly.
Smelling.
That was very smelly.
That's what my mom used to say when we got out of control. She's like, "You're smelling yourself, boy." You know, like, I don't know.
I've never heard that before, but I like it.
It's like a Caribbean thing, I guess, because, you know, I guess this is my interpretation of that. Like, you know, when you're young and you're starting to mature and your hormones kick in, right?
That's when your nuts drop. Your nuts drop.
Yeah. So they say it like you're smelling yourself, like, you know, you're now actually kicking out hormones and stuff.
Well, you know, I do remember this one time, but having boys is the same thing with boys. They're like,
oh my God.
Oh, what is that smell? Don't put. You need to put some deodorant on, man. You stink, man. Ugh.
That was me yesterday, 100%.
Yeah. Sometimes my kids smell like goats, and we don't even have goats anymore. That's how strong the hormones are. You know. So yeah.
Now you can suffer from stink by eating, like people who eat too much garlic.
Yeah.
Or people who drink.
Sweat it out.
Well. Yeah, you do. And people drink a lot of beer on a regular basis. That yeast comes out in your sweat. So.
Yeah, anything you consume a lot, you know, anything you consume a lot can come through your pores. Depending on your pores, like I have bad pores. I don't sweat easy. You gotta see that all the time. You know, so I don't sweat that easily. You know, which is probably a bad thing. It's probably why I still have like a bad complexion at almost 50 years old.
If you do, that you could benefit from a sauna. Get your pores cleaned out.
Yeah, I would like to have a sauna in my house. Thank you.
You know they make personal saunas. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I've seen.
They're like balloon things that you sit in. And
no! I don't like that. I like the wooden. I like the wood.
You want like a finish, or one of those. Yeah.
And that's a really cute little blonde girl pouring water on the rock.
on the rock.
Yes, that's what you need too. Sitting in there with you.
Okay, that's not what happens in reality. So when I was younger, I used to work at a country club.
Fat Finnish man sitting in there eating lutefisk.
I used to work at a country club, Inwood Country Club. It's probably still out there in Long Island. I used to work there. They had a sauna. And it was for like really wealthy people. Most of the people at that time, I don't know if they changed their rules, but it was all Jewish back then. But so when it was like late hours and stuff like that, I go kick it in the sauna sometimes. It's like a good.
Really?
Yeah, I go kick it.
I just can't imagine you being a sauna person.
Yeah, I love a sauna. A sauna is
I've
nice.
never been in one. So.
That and the thong, and he's good to go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it could get creepy when when there's a bunch of people in there. I want a personal.
Naked.
Yeah, I don't want to be up in the sauna with other. You know.
Hey, can you get me a towel there, son?
Oh,
Can you
God,
get me a
no.
towel?
Yes, please cover up.
Yeah. Sometimes when I worked in that locker room at Inwood Country Club, sometimes those dudes would be in the sauna and they need something. And I was like, oh my God, you don't. There's certain things about other human beings you don't need to see or know.
Old naked men is one of them.
Yeah, yeah, you don't need to see old dudes. You know, in certain
We're traumatized
states.
by looking at ourselves, and we don't need to see others.
Yeah.
Man,
Right.
Get me a towel, honey.
Yes, it's got. There was a sauna. There was a steam room there. They had all kinds of stuff, So, Jason St. Pierre says, so did I see you're YouTubing the van life? Yes, I am, actually. Doing the van life? Yeah. He said that because we've got a channel that's showing the van life. That's called Stranger Palooza, Walter.
It makes me so mad.
Go ahead.
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad that that channel does not get the thumb because it's friendly. It's advertiser friendly. It's not under the thumb, and it's gonna flourish so quickly. And no gun channel can ever do that. Ever.
It's non-threatening.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
It's not threatening.
Yeah. So let me see, I'm gonna find the channel for you guys, just so I know this is gonna be shameless plug here.
Pimp yourself, yeah.
Shameless
plug.
Gotta
brush shoulders off a little bit.
Yeah. So here we go. If you search Stranger Palooza, I know it's a long thing or whatever, but search Stranger Palooza, you'll find the channel. Here it goes. I've got Traveling at Night video that just went up. That's when Lola and we went out to the sawmill in South Carolina.
The PSA event, right?
Right, PSA event. So this is all the behind the scenes of us driving up. Like right here, this is when we were in a Walmart getting gas, and then we went in Walmart and bought a couple of things.
Did you do a video in the Buc-ee's? Did you buy
No, look,
food?
right here. What do you think I'm doing right here? Check this out.
Is this Buc-ee's?
No, this is Walmart.
Walmart.
I'm looking at Hot Wheels, and Lola is trying to embarrass me by shooting video. Now, I had to...
No shame in that game.
Yeah, I had to wear this mask thing, whatever. But,
that's a lot of Hot Wheels.
Yeah, there was a lot of Hot Wheels in there, and Lola was trying to embarrass me by shooting video. Guess what I did? I put the video on the internet.
You stayed longer.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
That's what you did.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of that. No, the Buc-ee's thing is not up yet. That was our trip that we recently did to Indiana. That'll be up. So what's happening with a lot of these videos? The actual vlogging of us being on the road and using the van, that stuff is always going to come later. So when did I go to South Carolina? That was like a couple months ago. I can't remember when that was.
Yeah,
March?
Yeah. You went on 2 trips, kind of back to back.
Yeah, was that March? I don't know. Someone will
like
tell us when that was. I think it was.
Like that.
What's that, Walt? Oh, what's this?
That's another engine. It looks like came in.
Brand new today, baby.
Dirtfoot Racing.
Are you building and selling yet? Or are you just building and collecting?
Look at here. Some people just get it and hold on to it. Some people put them on mini bikes.
I know, but when are you gonna be selling the mini bikes?
Tomorrow we'll be riding that mini bike with a diesel on it. So
I would love to see how that goes. I imagine the diesel will get crazy gas mileage.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're supposed to sip fuel, so we'll find out.
Yeah. Check this out. Okay, hold on one second. For Jason St. Pierre, he says he subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it. He says, but unusual, as I type, there are 0 suggestions. Yeah, because Stranger Palooza is completely unique. So people have to keep searching that, and maybe in 10 years,
It'll get the backlinks.
Yeah, it'll start to auto-populate.
What do you mean?
There's no one else with that name, Stranger Palooza.
Well, yeah. Come on.
Yeah. So it's not in the algorithm yet. You know, that's based on a real word, right? Lollapalooza. You guys know what Lollapalooza is?
But that's rock and roll, man. Come on, man.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. Lollapalooza is an old word. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here.
I always thought it was a concert. It's from Thursday, July 29th to Sunday, August 1st. In Grant Park in Chicago.
Okay, yeah, but the word Lola, which by the way looks like Lola, but it's Lollapalooza because it's two L's. A person or a thing. No, it's a person or a thing that is particularly impressive or attractive. It's a Lollapalooza, just like your other books or whatever. So
I guess it goes to show anybody can lie on the internet.
It's an old word. It's an old word that comes from like the 50s or something like that.
Hey, but yeah, that's one old Lollapalooza over there.
Yeah, but it is. Yes, it is the concert, Walt. It is the concert. You're right. There's the concert also. But it's also the attractive part of Hank Strange is where it comes in. A stranger palooza is an attractive stranger. That's what we're going with. No?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Attractive strangers. That's a
Patrick,
weird porn right there.
Yeah.
Guess who I ran into over the weekend?
Who?
Well, you know who I ran into the weekend already. I showed you already.
Oh, you showed
Remember
me
who I sent you that? I sent you that picture of that.
Oh boy! Oh God! I know what's coming now. Go ahead, Patrick. Let's see. Can you guess who he ran into?
It's got to be a girl with nice boobies. That's the only thing I can think.
Nope, not even.
No.
Where is it?
I was digging up the photo right now. A really good mohawk, though. I can tell you that right now.
Oh boy! Here we go. And then Walter's camera goes.
Did you really? Fuzzy. Where on earth did you run into him at?
Let me see. I'm gonna have to pull this. Up so people can get it clear.
Yeah, my connection sucks right now. I don't know what the fuck.
Let me see if I can pull it up so everyone can get it.
It's Mr. T Jr. He goes by.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
He looks just like him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. He works. Yeah. Oh yeah.
This dude. Yeah, he's taller. He's tall. Mr. T.
Oh, with the blur, you could have absolutely passed it off as real Mr. T. Now you can see it's not quite Mr. T, but he looks very similar.
Yeah,
he's a young Mr. T. That's what. Look how big his fist is. Man, look at the size of that fist.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that fist.
Oh, that's a big hand. Oh, you don't want to get hit.
No.
Oh no.
That dude's got
That's bigger than Walter's hand, actually.
Yeah.
Look at those knuckles.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he works. We were at an event over the weekend at a local Harley Davidson dealership. And he actually works at the dealership, and he has a van that's painted like an A-Team van. So I asked him. I said, what do you do, man? Are you selling something? You do something? I mean, no, I just work at the dealership here. I know.
Okay.
But he's got like 400,000 followers on.
Oh my! Wow.
On some of the pages, and it's like, man, you got to be selling something, dude. You got to be doing something. Making money.
I wonder if he gets the ladies dressed like doing that Mr. T thing. I
don't know, man.
I'm gonna say a yes.
Yeah, probably this. I mean.
Yeah, so no, he was cool.
Yeah. What does real Mr. T think about it? That's the problem.
Yeah, I wonder what he would say.
Well, somebody was telling me real Mr. T looks like crap. So
he's
an old man.
He's also, I think, I don't know what he has, but he does have some kind of thing.
That's sad.
Yeah. And he's skinnier now and stuff like that. But yeah, real Mr. T was a cool dude. Is a cool dude as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
You say you met him before?
Me? No, I never met.
Did you say you met him?
No, I never met the real Mr. T. No. Here's what happens. Whenever I'm traveling, like in airports, there's always some old white guy. Don't get mad. Always some old white dude. It's never a black person or a Latino person or a woman that says this. Always an old white dude goes, Mr. T. And I'm like, no. Because of the mohawk. So now that guy looks more like me. He's got Mr. T's mohawk style. But no, this is a Hank Strange. Like, I actually patent this over with Mo Money, my barber. No one else could get this particular haircut. Otherwise, it's a violation, trademark of Hank Strange Media. So
okay. My signal got a little better here for some reason.
Someone finished downloading whatever was being downloaded.
I don't know.
So so what so it is Monday. We are going to talk about the ATF thing. I want to get into this. Let's start with Patrick. Do you want to talk about the ATF, or do you want to talk about the weekend? I know we talked
I got a video up today if anybody wants to go check it out.
Yeah, let's
it is
go to your
on the new CNC machine I just got in. So if anybody wants to go look at that CNC machine, it's up there.
Not
wait,
the
hold on.
CNC machine I'm looking for.
Wait, am I not
benchtop.
supposed to show this, or should I show it?
No, you can show it. It's a benchtop CNC machine. I don't know why anybody would have any questions about it.
Yeah, it's just purely innocent.
It's just a benchtop CNC machine.
It looks like a toaster oven.
Yeah,
it's a free. You know what's funny, Walter, is the people that own these call them freedom toasters.
Oh, freedom. Okay.
It's a freedom toaster.
Yeah, very nice.
It prints freedom. It cuts freedom.
It heats stuff up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they upgraded it, and it does heat things up. So very interesting. The Freedom Toaster 2 was it took about 3.5 hours to completely finish out a receiver, which, it's better than me having to sit there and mill it out myself with the little jig plates and everything. But that's a long time. The Freedom Toaster 3 right here finished it in 35 minutes, which is a huge increase. Yes.
That's why that thing is so freaking hot.
The in-mill took some big chunks out of things, and the piece of aluminum got very hot by the end of the thing. I was actually going to look online because there's a lot of open sorcery going on with these. I was wondering if anybody had set one of these
open sorcery. Somebody's conjuring. They're conjuring up these things.
Open source. I was wondering if anybody had set one of these up with any sort of cooling, because the base is completely open, so you could.
Yeah, black rifle magic.
Yeah.
Or set it up with a vacuum and pull air through the thing with that.
That probably would help if you set it up on some sort of desk where it had a hole in the bottom so the chips fall through and then airflow. Airflow alone would probably cool it off quicker.
Yeah. Brian Quick says, "Is there coolant? Yeah. How come you don't do is there an old school way to recycle some kind of coolant type of deal?"
Yeah. CNCs and all that have coolant pumps and everything. Yeah. You would just have to finagle it to work on this.
It'd be a freaking mess.
It would be. That's the problem. The coolant is a mess.
Yeah, because you don't have it in an enclosure. But can't you build your own enclosure? Kind of like what the...
Listen, I can do a lot of things. Do I want to do certain things? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I could just imagine. Because first of all, that coolant looks like a milky white substance.
It is, yeah. I imagine it going everywhere in my garage.
And Marley comes in there and there's milky white stuff
everywhere.
Yeah, all over the garage. She's like, damn it, how much internet did you burn through today?
Yeah.
So LB Louis Cypher says, if I ever get one of those babyface, I'll make the software free BSD based. I'm a big Unix geek. Yeah.
So these here are, I don't know how Unix would transfer over, but these are open sourced in the sense that they all just run off a G code like any other CNC machine. So if you are able and know how to write G code, it conceivably would work for anything. You can make it work off of anything. I am not a code breaker. I never was in the military breaking codes.
Yeah. G code is pretty straightforward. It's not
Is it?
I've been living the fucking G code my whole life, man. I'm gangster.
God damn it!
I don't understand which
on the real world, Walter. How's G code?
Basically, okay.
Oh boy.
It's pretty straightforward. Each G code does something, makes it do something. Okay. So it's really, and then of course numbers attached to that G code. To that. Mm-hmm. So if you want it to go, go right or go up or down or X, Y, Z or plunge,
positive, negative,
Right. Really
The interesting thing about this one, and how does the probing work on the big Haas machines? Like when you set up and probe things, well, you do fixturing, so you set it up once in a fixture, and then the fixture is just repeatable, right?
Or
I thought your fixture
but
is.
the
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the probe touches. You touch off, like you do on that machine. You find your zero and you touch off, and it goes into the you put it into the program. So that's pretty simple what I'm saying, but yeah.
When you're running a whole series of one thing, like one run, you're not probing everything you throw in there. You're probing the first once you set the jig up, and then you just run all of them, right?
Right now, in 3 of the machines or 4 of the machines, there's like each machine has 4 vices in it, and each vice is holding two pieces. So some of those have like 12 or whatever, but they have a whole bunch of them. So each piece has a starting point that it goes to, but you don't touch off every time once you get that stuff into the
Yeah, once it's loaded in, you do the touch the first time, and then it's ready to. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, a couple things here. Gen Champ Jr. says, I program 5-axis mill turn machines every day. Got to step your game up.
Gen Champ Jr., this is the place to start if you want a bench top. It can do some cool shit.
Yeah,
I just haven't gotten into the coding side of it yet.
Yeah. It's all, listen, one step at a time, baby steps. So, and then Walter, I think you did have did you have something going on with CNC machines today? Is that why you?
Well, I've had the Herco trying to figure out a problem with that problematic machine that's been a problem since the beginning.
This is one of the new machines?
Yeah, it's one of the new machines, yes. And then one of my Haas mills, we thought it needed a spindle, but it could use a new spindle, but it really needs a motor. And the motor's $5,000. The spindle's $5,000 too. But the motor was replaced in 2019, and it's already died.
What?
So,
that's crazy.
We were talking about that. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So I have to figure out tomorrow what I'm going to do because it's got to get back up and running. So.
Do you need an expert out there who knows how to fix these machines, or it's just no matter what you guys?
I don't know why Hank's asking because neither of us can.
No, I'm just saying maybe someone out there, in the audience pool.
Well, it's not so much the fixing part; it's things like when the motor. Okay, Haas wants $5,000 for the motor. But like I said, I just put one in 2019. So I shouldn't be putting in another $5,000. And if I put another Haas motor in, is it going to die in another couple of years? So I've talked to people that rebuild motors and all that, but I don't want to be down for a month. I was just about to ask
if it could be rebuilt.
Why the motor gets shipped to Chicago and then fixed and then shipped back? It'd be nice if somebody had like where you did an exchange. You send them your motor and they send you a motor back.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, I don't do stuff in this particular run, but I have seen that, like with the transmissions and stuff.
But right, automotive stuff. Yeah. But it's just really aggravating. I didn't think about it all weekend, and then I got to come in the shop on Monday and start thinking about this crap again. It's like I want to make mini bikes and shit. I don't want to fix machines. I want to fire up that Chinese. You said, when we fired up the Chinese diesel, a new one. It ran backwards. Yeah. And it was puffing white smoke out through the intake manifold.
I mean, you did know.
And I was like, coming. What the fuck? So I turned it off, and I guess because the way I was letting the compression release off, I let it off at the wrong time or something, and it'll run backwards. I was like, holy fuck, And then we forgot to put oil in it. So. Luckily, we didn't run very much. We put some oil in it; was fine. So it's like it's like a comedy of errors with us.
Yeah. So speaking of,
it's all on videotape too, by the way.
You need to post that.
I don't think we. I don't think I caught it when it was running backwards, because at first I didn't know what was going on. It's like this white smoke's coming out the air cleaner, and I'm like going, "What the fuck? Oh crap! It's running backwards!"
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah, LB Louis Cypher says perhaps this piece of equipment is a white elephant if you have to change the motor every couple of years.
You shouldn't have to. The first one lasted 9 years. So, Haas has, as of late, the quality of their equipment has went.
Everything though, but listen, back in the days, stuff used to last longer. Now things don't last long. They last like before something would last 10 years. Now it's 2 years.
This may not be a prime example because I don't run it like Walt runs his machines 24/7. You know, because
we don't run 24/7.
A CNC's only making money when it's running. But my lathe is from 1937. It still runs pretty damn well.
Yes. That's you can. Yes, old machinery like that, built like a frickin'.
It's just they don't. Nothing like that's made the same anymore.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They don't make that stuff like that anymore. I mean, but there's no reason why you can't have something that.
Well, especially for the price you're paying for the damn thing.
Right, exactly. So, if I knew what the inside of that motor looked like, I'd attempt to replace the bearings myself, but I don't really know. And if I fuck it up really bad, then I'm really messed up. So,
yeah, can you get any of this done with a warranty, or is that too expensive? So, like, if you...
What, like an extended warranty?
Well, if you change the motor now, can they give you a warranty on it?
They'll warranty the motor for a certain amount of time, but not
for 1.5
right
years
up until
when it breaks again at 2.
Yeah. Not that long. Yeah. So I'm kind of rocking a hard place. I got to make a decision though tomorrow. So and then get back to doing mini bike stuff.
Yeah. So we need to touch on the ATF thing. We need to. I know it's probably not what you guys want to talk about.
I haven't
on a Monday, but it just dropped.
I know about it. I heard about it as soon as you mentioned this points thing. They love that little points thing.
Yeah,
that's how they bring in. That's how they bring in sporting arms. They have to have certain amount of points.
My favorite thing about the point system, and for anybody that has ever played an RPG, even a tabletop paper and pen RPG, knows that there are negatives. When you come to point systems, you could always have negatives added in. So it brings the points back down. No, they only have positives in their point system. So you can only go downhill, and you only have a possibility of 4 points before it becomes an SBR. And anything fucking counts as the point system just had me mad.
So let me there's a couple of different articles. Let me see. I'll pull up the one that John Crump did on AmmoLand News. Shout out to John Crump. He says the headline is ATF released new proposed pistol brace rules. On Monday, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives released this proposed rule on pistol braces.
Speak of the devil.
Where is he in the chat? Okay. Yeah. If he wants to come on and talk about it, he can use the same link that he's used before to come on here and explain it to us. If he has time, I don't know. But it starts by saying that any brace that the manufacturer intends to be fired from the shoulder will be considered a short barrel rifle. And that's,
none of them are considered are made by the manufacturer to be fired from the shoulder. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pistol braces.
Yeah,
they'd be stock.
Yeah,
they'd be stock.
Yeah, exactly. But here's what the document reads: given the public interest surrounding these issues, ATF has proposed to amend the definition of rifle. This is bullshit. Now they want to change the definition,
to include a pistol brace.
Yeah, respectively by adding a sentence at the end of each No. The new sentence would clarify that the term rifle includes any weapon with a rifle barrel and equipped with 15 and attached stabilizing brace that has an objective design features and characteristics that indicates the firearm is designed to be fired from the shoulder as indicated on ATF worksheet 4999. So here's the point system. 1 point. Minor indicator, the weapon could be fired from the shoulder. 2 points. Moderate indicator the weapon may be designed and intended to be fired from the shoulder. 3 points. Strong indicator the weapon is likely designed and intended to be fired from the shoulder. 4 points. Decisive indicator the weapon is designed and intended to be fired from the shoulder.
What the fuck is all?
Yeah.
What did you just read?
You should see. No.
You read nothing.
You should see the point system that they lay out. It's not like a couple of small things. They have a chart. Let me pull up the chart so I can read it out to everybody for the points.
And
so everything
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, everything's based on a point between 0 and 4, and anything over a 4 in Section 2 or Section 3 automatically turns it into a short-barreled rifle. Oh, and by the way, shotguns are can no longer have a pistol brace whatsoever. There is no longer
according to what they're trying to push. According to what they're trying to push. Yeah.
So now there won't be the firearm?
Supposedly they might get rid of that. Yes. Where was it up here? They have something specifically about those. Hold on.
Yeah, you're looking. What are you looking in the PDF?
Yeah. They had a because I read through it specifically about the shotguns.
Yeah, if you find out what page it's on, let me know. I'm trying to load it. Not loading though.
God, there's so many damn pages.
Good, but those fuckers send you that LBT video.
Okay. Yeah, some things you don't read out loud, Walter. Some things you don't read out loud.
No, but I'm trying to figure out. It's not bad. What I'm missing something from Richard Munder. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, if you figure out what page that's on, Patrick, let us know. So listen, we could. First of all, I haven't had enough time to dig into this whole thing, and even like I heard from FPC, they haven't had. Like, it takes time for everyone to dig through this and see what's going on. It's a proposal that's going up. Obviously, people are going to push back. They've null and voided the other one from the past last year.
Here it is. The Criterion Workshop worksheet. It's on page 11. It's the middle of page 11.
Okay.
These Criterion worksheet do not apply to firearms with a smooth bore that use shotgun ammunition. These types of firearms, commonly referred to as pistol grip shotguns, were never designed to be fired with one hand, i.e. the Mossberg Shockwave or the Remington TAC-14. ATF has always classified these weapons as GCA firearms, not shotguns or pistols, as they do not incorporate a stock like a shotgun and are designed to be fired from one hand like a pistol. Thus, the addition of a stabilizing brace does not assist with single-hand firing, but rather redesigns a firearm to provide surface area for firing from the shoulder. So they're now telling you that that you can't have a pistol brace on a shotgun ever again.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they've wanted to go after for.
Getting into some of the point systems. Page 16. Do you have that up, Hank?
16. Hold on, I'll get to it here. John Crump says, by the way, remember that they can still charge the company even if it's under 4 points. So that's what's the point that because I might have missed John Crump's thing here.
The points are infuriating.
Yeah. By the way, he
money.
John Crump Live says Patrick is right. So there you go.
Because I actually read through it when it popped up this afternoon. I read through as much as I could. It's
What
like
page?
87 pages.
You want me to go to 14?
16. That's the requirements for the point system. Because that really is the bread and butter of this whole thing is this point system. That's really what they're getting to.
Yeah. And then Crump is saying,
and it's insane.
Yeah, Crump is saying that the SBA is mentioned, specifically
as not being. Yes, they show it off.
And Crump is wondering. Oh, I wonder who talked about that.
Yeah.
Someone might. But here it goes. Page 6.
So, the weight must be at least 64 ounces. So they now say that 64 ounces is the minimum weight for a short-barreled rifle. And it must be between 12 inches and 26 inches. That is now the minimum length, the length standard for a short-barreled rifle. So then our point values. Is it based for your accessory? Is it based on a current design? No? Okay. Does it incorporate shoulder stock features? Is it based on a known shoulder stock design? That's what I was saying earlier. The rear surface area, does it incorporate features to prevent the use of the shouldering device? I don't know what that would mean. What, spikes or something? Like, what the fuck would you put back there to keep it from being shouldered? Does it minimize rear surface lacking features to discourage shouldering? Is it a rear surface useful for shouldering? Or is there material added for shouldering?
What?
Adjustability. Does it move? Does it fold? Counterbalance designs, non-folding and folding. Fin type with an arm strap. Cuff type with an arm strap.
So, it's everything that they have approved.
In the past.
Before, yeah,
Everything
absolutely.
that they've approved.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, anyways, I was going to let's cut to the chase and get all this stuff done. So, when are we rewriting the 68 Gun Control Act and passing it through Congress and signing it and do all that stuff? And blah, 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 blah. When are we
They're
doing that?
they're trying to de facto do it here without actually passing.
So
this is the problem with all of this, right? They're trying to rewrite that. That's what they said in the
hello.
in the
Yeah.
beginning.
And so what they're saying is none of those laws are any good. They don't mean anything. None of that stuff means anything. No. It's whatever they think and whatever they feel.
I don't. There's nobody that's going to rein them in. Who's going to rein them in at this point? If Congress won't do shit, they just sit on their hands.
No,
Nobody's going to rein these people in. I never understood why they thought the ATF thinks they are. They have to think that they are there to. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think you could put it better than what Walt's saying.
They're God. They think they know what's good for you. And let's go back to everything. Do you think any of these criminal types give a fuck about ATF's rules?
No.
I mean, let's
no.
No.
If
have they ever given it fuck about ATF's rules?
No.
I'm just gonna take a hacksaw to a shotgun. I don't care what sort of if I'm killing somebody, I don't care what I do with the gun. What's it matter to me?
Yeah.
You know?
Laws? I think I'm breaking the worst laws. Might as well keep going.
I've seen non-criminal people do the exact same stuff. They don't give a fuck about ATF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason St. Pierre gave us $5. Thanks.
Money.
Appreciate that. M. Gabriel says the SBA 3 is out per example number 2. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Once again, this is more of the same crap. Where do you understand why people don't trust anybody in government as far as they can, for anything? Because their word means nothing. Their word means nothing.
So they tout this as like, oh, we're just clarifying what's there. We're just clarifying. So all this is to clarify. There's no winning from the gun owner side. This is just to make you a felon. That's it. What
you read in your little points thing there, nothing. You're gonna have nothing. Because everything adds up. Everything adds up. It don't matter how you do it, how you look at it, how you bend it. The only thing you can get away with is that you can.
Walter, 4 points. All you have to have is 4 points on either of the two main sections. That's nothing. That's like, if they would have done like 10, I would have been like, oh, that's a shit.
Yeah, but it's all subjective. It's all subjective stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It means nothing. What's it matter if it has a hand stop?
If I figure that the weight thing during the first assault weapons ban, they had a weight limit of I think 50-something ounces for an AR. You can make a pistol. That was their weight thing back then. So one of the companies drilled one all out and got underneath the weight.
And they hated that.
It looked like Swiss cheese, but they did it. Or you couldn't have a handguard on an AR type pistol. There had to have no handguard on it, which the handguard was the evil feature. And it's like
what I don't understand about any of this is the concept that they have is that a pistol is designed to be shot one-handed. I don't understand where that comes from. Where all of us shoot
everybody
our pistols
shoots two-handed with a pistol.
Nobody stands like it's 1920.
But if you shoot it two-handed now, would you create a
exactly.
Well, so what they were claiming there is that originally this was meant for people who were handicapped and otherwise incapable of shooting, and this allowed those people to shoot. The original things that they approved, but now they're trying to say, well, people are trying to use this as an end run around, the SBR laws, And
You
so
know the
so
simplest answer? Just
Huh?
get rid of simple answer. Pull the
Get rid of-
SPRs off the
yeah.
off the thing. NFA. The SPR should not be in the NFA.
I mean,
There's
there's a
no
shit ton.
reason-
There's a shit ton of these pistol ARs out there, and what is the impact of that on society?
There's no reason why a 14.5-inch AR upper on my lower makes me a felon, but a 16 is perfectly fine. There's no reason. There's zero reason.
Yeah, so Nick Rodriguez says, I just jumped on here. Is this what the ATF wants to pass, or is this the new laws?
Yes.
No way, new laws. Yeah, they want to pass.
That's not even.
This is not passed. This is not like pass would be saying that it goes through Congress the way that a bill is supposed to. Yeah,
There's no passing.
they're making up rules
Nick,
which they're not supposed to be able to do. Go ahead, Walt. Sorry.
They're putting this out there, and you're going to get all excited and scream and holler about it, and they're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's happened in the past. It's going to happen again. You think
they have
you
political
think those
cover
folks
now?
Give a shit about what you think?
They have political cover
well,
now. They have nobody that's going to stand up to them. Not that they did before.
If this whole bunch got thrown out tomorrow, and the Republicans stepped in, Republicans are nutless. They do nothing. So
Yeah.
they didn't do anything when they had power. They didn't do a damn thing. So they're not going to do anything when they have the power again. So.
Yeah, yeah. So let me see. FPC, I think, just put out something. I'll just throw that up here real quick. Here, we'll take a look at what they're saying today. Hold on, let me see. I can go this way. It'll be easier. Breaking: FPC condemns ATF's proposed pistol, quote-unquote, pistol brace rule as another unlawful attack on right to keep and bear arms. Today, the Biden administration's Department of Justice officially released a notice of proposed rulemaking announcing yet another unlawful ATF rule to further attack and restrict the fundamental right to keep and bear arms. The newest rule targets pistol braces, is an attempt to retroactively apply onerous National Firearms Act NFA restrictions and potential criminal liability to possibly millions of legally acquired and possessed firearms that are overwhelmingly used for lawful purpose. And it goes on. So if you guys want to dig into that, we could,
They're overwhelmingly used as range toys. Not that matters. None of that matters. It's the intent behind owning it is nobody's business but mine.
Yeah.
So I don't even care what. But
yeah, the dangerous combination of what's happening here is Biden deliberately puts forward someone who is clearly biased to sit on as the director of the ATF.
Have you seen the? The dude can't even answer one question straight.
So I know the last time we talked about this, Walter said he didn't look at it, and I shared. Coleon Noir took time and actually edited everything that was relative to the Second Amendment and put up a video. I think it's 37 minutes long. It is all batshit crazy.
He's nuts. He's crazy, and he can't answer anything straight.
No. So
that's their guy. He's perfect.
That's who they want to put forward. Yes, that's who they want to put forward.
They're not supposed to tell you what they're really thinking. They just tell you a bunch of bullshit. You know, it's like.
So imagine if there was some kind of board that had to do with abortions, and you had a conservative president who said, I'm going to put forward my nomination to run that as a guy who is anti-abortion.
Could you imagine? Yeah, they would go nuts.
Oh my! He's in my vagina. Oh my!
Yeah. So now nothing in the Constitution talks about abortions, but there
definitely
is
says the right to is.
Yeah, this talks about the right to keep and bear arms. I mean, we could argue some people, maybe don't feel comfortable getting into the comparison of those two things. But the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms of the people, that is.
Have you looked, Hank? Have you actually looked at the case law for Roe v. Wade?
No. Have you?
Oh my God! It is terrible case law. And I'll come out and say, I don't give a rat's ass what you do if you're killing whatever's inside of you. I don't care. It's none of my business. I don't care. Mm-hmm. But Roe v. Wade is terrible case law. Terrible case law. The 14th Amendment, right to privacy and abortion, is insane.
Ultimately, look. If we talk about this, if we have this conversation, there's a lot of people out there, women who say, "Hey, a woman has a right to choose." Okay, yeah, you do have a right to choose. Don't mess around with this guy and get pregnant. Now, obviously, there's people out there that, there's rapes and all kinds of horrible things that happen. But essentially, what we're talking about is destroying human life with an abortion. You can, make it, put any kind of flowery words you want to wrap it in. It's still a rose that smells pretty awful.
Again, I'm one of those that just doesn't care.
But what I'm trying to say here is for people who are for people who a lot of, even here the ATF is saying they're trying to do something about some problem that there is in America, yet people want to ignore mass genocide. Right? That's what it is when you're. No, but listen, isn't it? It's like we're killing people en masse in America through abortions. That's what's happening.
I mean,
those same people want to wear a mask too. So come on.
The
same people that say "stay out of my vagina" are the mask wearers.
Yes, but this is why this naturally always comes up, right? Because it's like it's one of these arguments going against this. No, I should have the right to kill something that's alive inside of me if I want to.
Okay.
No, I don't want you. And then at the flip side, you know what? I don't want you to have the right to defend your life because you might kill someone who's a horrible, bad person trying to take your life or take your property or destroy you.
They could be the sweetest person in the world trying to kill you. It doesn't make a fucking difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not if you're trying to kill me.
There's a lot of like those little 12 and 14-year-old down here in Florida shooting AKs at the cops.
Did you look them up?
Those fuckers should have been shot.
One was? One, I don't know if she's going to make it. But...
They should have done them both. They would have saved the state a lot of money.
Did you see the mom? Oh. Oof.
What?
No, I didn't.
Yes, the mother of these two children's Instagram got leaked out somehow. Somebody found it. Oof.
I thought these were foster kids. They have a mother somewhere. Oh. If you don't take care of your kids, but you have an Instagram, we don't need you on this planet. Okay, I'm sorry. You have kids, you don't take care of them, but you're on Instagram? Am I wrong?
Don't just shoot them later. No, you're absolutely right. I just don't understand how we are. I don't understand how we're to this point of arguing about an amendment that's guaranteed. Mm-hmm. That the Constitution has written into it to stop the government from doing anything with it. Yet
I don't know why we're doing any of this stuff when there's no problem.
Yeah,
there is no problem. There's no problem.
There is no problem. Where's these problems? You're always going to have problems in certain places and certain groups of people and stuff. That just hate to say it.
But wherever you have, so where do we see? So let's say if there is a problem in America, right? There are gangs in America. There are gangs that are in the business of lots of illegal activities and protecting territories, right? Do those people give a crap about any law? Is any of this going to affect those gangs and make them stop? Is there anything here that they're going to actually do to go after these gangs that are perpetrating this stuff? Or are they, going to consistently say, no, we're going to make it more difficult for people who actually follow laws to be able to do this stuff, right? This is what we're facing. I don't know why Patrick just went real fuzzy. I don't know.
He got my virus. That's what he got. He got my virus. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. There it is.
Yeah, it went out of focus. CJ says, don't you think they're running this crap out to drain the funds of 2A fighters' legal fees? Not cheap.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that.
They're pushing. It's all about control. All comes down to control.
Yeah, it's not about saving the planet or saving the bad guys or saving the children or saving whatever. Control. It's about restricting the rights of the people across the board. I would say most.
Sorry, Walter. I didn't mean to interrupt. There's a delay, so every time we interrupt each other, there's like a slight delay, so it makes it even worse. When going back to Hank's argument about abortion and whatnot, don't forget the people who have are pushing everything have already come out saying that the world is overpopulated and we need to do things to solve that. So
Yeah. I mean,
It's gonna be-
technically, what we're talking about is post-abortions here, us having the right to defend ourselves, right?
Well,
there's a difference between what adult does in their daytime and the stupid decisions they make.
Let's not confuse the two.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't want to give those folks any energy anyway. So
Yeah.
let's keep our community to ourselves.
I don't. So there's millions of people who would be involved here, right? Lots of these pistols are out there. Lots of these pistol braces are out there. I think one of the reasons why we're still seeing this kind of crap is because the Supreme Court is really slow. Whatever's going on with, the whole bump stock thing, because that kind of stuff maybe would put a stop to this. So it's just like how, I think, was it over the weekend, the whole thing in California broke?
Not a Baptist or whatever his name is. That guy has some balls on him.
Yeah, the judge that threw out the assault weapons ban in California. The Supreme Court needs to step up and either, but this is something either we have a constitution or we don't have a constitution. If we don't have a constitution, then yes, probably the people in America who care about America will have to come to tough decisions of what are we going to do about the fact that these people in government don't believe there's a constitution anymore. If we do have one, then you need to start enforcing it and stopping all this kind of bullshit, like the ATF being able to make up their own rules. And this kind of nonsense is going to stop here. If politicians get away with it, they're going to keep using these different agencies as an end run to actually making laws.
They did this for COVID as well. Look at what the CDC did. The CDC put millions of people out of work. Though they're not they can't make law. They can't decide anything. They're not a regulatory agency. They give suggestions to Congress. Congress is supposed to act on them.
Yeah, they killed an economy. Last
year they killed an economy. It's the same shit. These agencies need to be reined in.
Well, as long as these,
I got to take a deep breath.
No, yeah, well, that's why I'm not watching the news.
I know.
I'm a happier person since I haven't been watching the news. I'll be quite honest.
Because it's bad for your blood pressure.
Walter, how can you watch the news if there is no news? You tell me what's the news that what exists out there that is the news as we knew it when we were born, that our parents knew to be the news and we knew as we growing up. Tell me which is it? Fox? Is it Fox? Because it's bullshit. Fox is bullshit. Yeah. CNN is bullshit. MSNBC is the same bullshit.
All those cop-out people that used to say, "Well, I'll get it from the British Broadcasting Network because at least they're a third party."
The British
BBC
are even
is
more
literally a news organization paid for by the British government. So get out of here.
Yeah. You know what? Wait, hold on. Maybe
Canadian ones.
Maybe Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is that?
There we go. That's what.
Sometimes you do get a little better view of the political situation here from the foreign press, because they're not in bed as deep with the leftists here. Well, okay, here's what used to happen on the news. I used to watch the nightly news. My dad watched all three news things when it was on every night. You'd see there'd be the news of what's going on in the country, and then there was actually about the foreign countries and the stuff going on in the foreign countries. At that time,
wow, lots of food getting handed over here. Jeez.
Yeah, more food, more than I probably need.
Were they ever honest though? Even when you watched it back then, do you think they were ever honest?
Yeah, no, they. Well, there's always been a bias. But sure. It wasn't as bad as it is now, where the stories. Well, okay, you flip on CNN and you see these prop up stories of the politicians where they're just trying to prop them up.
They're not even pretending to. They're not even pretending to be unbiased anymore. They're not even pretending to be unbiased.
It's not news. It's
no.
It's like a show to prop these people up.
It's a dog and pony show.
When you flip on, for example, when you turn on when I turn on my computer, and what is it, Google, or one of those things comes up, not Google, but one of the things on the bottom, it's all positive COVID stuff. Go get your shots. They got the white guy saying this. They got the black people saying this. They got this one saying it. trying to
the
cover
thing
all
with
the
Spike
bases.
Lee. Did you see that ridiculously
I'm so tired
atrocious?
Of hearing,
Listen,
tired of seeing this
the
crap.
idea of Spike Lee. If you saw the Spike Lee commercial that they did, Spike Lee is in Brooklyn with a whole bunch of brownstones, right? Brownstones. Do you know? Do you guys know what a brownstone costs in Brooklyn right now?
They're insane, aren't they? They're unaffordable by the
$1 million. $1 million.
And they're
okay?
a piece of shit little
Yeah,
property.
and he's like, "Oh, these people, these poor black people over here in these $1 million houses, they can't get the COVID shot. Where in America are there people who want the COVID shot that can't get it? Because
we have a surplus.
At the same time, there's a freaking lottery where they're giving you can enter the lottery by getting the COVID shot. But yet Spike Lee's trying to tell people, oh, help these poor black people in these $1 million homes in New York City who volunteer to drive them to get the COVID shot. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Spike got paid really well, probably from some white guy to make that commercial, by the way.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm
not a fan of Spike Lee, man.
Just remember where Spike's money comes from. It doesn't come from.
Walter? What's your favorite quote?
Follow the money.
What's your favorite line? Follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow the money, and it'll set you free. Trust me. Whether it's the crackhead down the corner or the crackhead in D.C., it's all the same. It doesn't. It's no different.
The idea that people in America want to get the COVID shot and cannot get it is ridiculous.
That's bullshit. And you don't have to pay to get it either.
Nope.
You don't have to pay.
On that same line, Hank, that you were just saying about, or Walter was saying about how the news media now is just a dog and pony show celebrating the left or whatever. Mm-hmm. Did either of you? I know you don't watch the news anymore, Walter, but either of you see the quotes coming out of CNN, MSNBC, or the Washington Wall Street Journal, any of those about Fauci's emails when they released?
Yeah, they're trying to
Did you see that?
They're just trying to pretend that nothing to see here.
They're putting it out there as like here's a portrait of a man that is under so much stress. It shows the stress he was under. And it's like, no, it shows him lying. What are you talking about? It shows that he knew what this was the whole time. But no, it's the exact same thing. They're just running with their narrative to try to don't look over here. Don't look behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, if you look into Fauci's finances, since he became a national person again, I think you probably his wealth, his personal wealth is probably doubled or quadrupled in that period of time.
You know what made me laugh out loud? There was some chick who sent him an email, and this is what in general what the chick. She was like, "What can I do for you? What can I do for you?"
I read that email.
So if your wife comes across an email from a woman going, like, "Is there anything I could do for you?" Like, what can I do for you? So basically, Fauci's getting emails of like, "Hey, free Lewinsky's getting given out."
Yeah. Yes.
You know, what can I do for you for destroying the country? Let me help you out because you destroyed the country. Let me do something for you.
The sycophant behavior of people when it came to Fauci is insane to me. Like Whitmer, that time Whitmer had an interview on TV and she had a picture of Fauci behind her or something. It's weird. Weird. False idols. That's what to say.
They all want to be on the in crowd. That's the in crowd.
I guess so. No, I guess so. Yeah.
You know, it's not the fancy Hollywood person anymore. Now it's the good doctor that tells you need to wear a mask. Well, he doesn't.
Yeah.
And while he admitted in email that it wasn't necessary and it did nothing.
He said it in public that the mask wouldn't do anything. Then later on when he was saying you should wear a mask and someone said, "Well, why did you say it didn't do anything?" He was like, "Oh, I lied basically because
we didn't have enough at the time.
We didn't have enough." So he admits to lying the first time. So now he's saying, "Oh, it'll do something." This is supposed to be a scientist. A mask that is not like over your head when your body is in a frickin' spacesuit cannot. There's all these holes that go in there that you're breathing through.
Yeah, your eyeballs are.
These two holes right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got your eyeballs, you got skin contact. This is not science. It's not science, right? So he lied in the first place. Then he admitted that he lied while he's lying to you again. And then the emails show that he super lied. And now we're finding out that he funded the frickin' the whole, what was happening in Wuhan. He's one of the people who was funding it this research to make these things jump from animals to people, right?
You know,
Basically weaponizing it.
That research was banned pretty much in 2014 here in our country because we thought it was too dangerous. Obama went out and said, no more of this. We're not going to have any more of this. So then all of it went over to China, and China started doing it. And then the NIH decided, well, if we can't fund it here in the States, we're going to fund it over there instead.
Yeah, Obamsy-Womsy thought that it was dangerous. That should be...
Keep telling yourself that it's not being done.
The guy who... Listen to this. The guy who drone bombed more people as a president, right?
Than any other president in history?
He thought this was dangerous and put a stop to it. And then but it somehow got kicked back in under Trump, blah, blah, blah. I don't think... Here's what I think, man. No one is doing anything for us. I think we said this already here in this conversation. These politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, they are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are totally useless. We don't actually need these people anymore.
John Crump just gave us $2 and said it's science. Weird science.
Money, 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 money. Money.
We will see where the balls are missing on people. Because it's pretty much now known that Fauci lied directly to Rand Paul's face when he was questioning him. So, will he be held in contempt? Yes, he was under oath. Will he be held in contempt?
Well, can they do that if Republicans aren't, or if Republicans aren't running the show?
You can file the charges.
And Rand Paul's not running the show. Most other Republicans... No. Listen. With all of this stuff going on, even like Pence was stabbing. You can see it right now. It's all listen, I don't care. I don't want to see Trump in politics anymore. I'm done. I'm over that. But even Pence, that everyone was like, wow, Pence is, Pence was there standing up. No, even Pence was like, no, you got to move on. Ultimately, at the end of the day, these politicians, they have power. It doesn't matter who's quote unquote in power right now. They all have power, and they wanted to just keep the show moving so that they can remain in power. And that's what we're all up against here in America, dealing with these guys. We cannot trust most of these guys. I don't care what comes after their thing, if it says Republican, or if they claim to be a conservative or believe in the Constitution. They're all full of shit. That's the situation, I think, that we're in now. But how do we get out of that? At some point, we have to just start getting rid of these people. Because, do you remember... Look, let's go back years ago when Trump got elected, Republicans had a supermajority, and we were all like, okay, let's go to work. And they said, no, let's just wait for the midterms.
Yeah, wait for because it's a game. It's all a football game for them.
Yeah. This is where you wind up in a situation like that. Just waiting for the midterms. And what was the big thing? Like, even Patrick, you and I, we were told this specifically by what's his name here in Florida that put in gun control.
He is.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, if you don't support me and the Democrats win, then it's gonna be worse." No, we're living worse.
No,
we're living worse. It don't matter. It don't matter. We're living in worse. That's what's going on right now. So, DCG44 says, "Trust no one in the government." This is why guns.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's the thing. If it comes down to it, that's what That's what it is. My brain, I know this might seem crazy, but my brain goes back to what Snowden said to Joe Rogan. He said, after 9/11, then they changed the laws. People don't realize that they actually completely eviscerated the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually have it.
I don't think people realize that either.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're facing here with this.
You just stay out of my vagina, damn it. You hear me?
Yeah, okay. Walter, your vagina is 100% safe for me.
The reason
I'm gonna go find that. I'm gonna go find that. What you just said.
We always laugh about that, but whenever things get weird, two things happen. We start seeing UFOs. They start talking about abortion, as a distraction. And stay out of my vagina. Don't touch my vagina. It's like nobody want to touch your vagina anyways, you big fat pig. Yeah. But and it does it really matter?
Does what matter?
Does all that abortion stuff and all this, does it really? I mean, for the country and as a whole, does it really matter?
At the end of the day, I would say no.
Is that gonna put food on your table?
No. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Is that gonna keep you safe? Is that gonna? What I mean is, this is one of these issues.
Oh wait, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci's joining us. We got Dr. Fauci's actually dialing in here. Okay, where is he? Yeah. Oh, we got Dr. Fauci with a John Crump mask on is joining us.
Hello, I'm Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Remember, trust science. Unless the science says don't wear a mask, then don't trust science.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, have you been going through this ATF stuff since we got you here?
Yeah. That's why I came on for really quick. I just want to make a couple points. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on my phone. A couple points. One thing, I went through a lot of the documentation, and for a pistol to be equipped with a brace and not be considered an SBR, the barrel, if once you kind of did some measurements, would have to be 7 inches long.
For it to not,
you have to do a 7-inch AR for anything to become a pistol again.
Yeah, because the maximum length of a pistol, it would be like it's 25. A 7-inch barrel would pick you at 25 inches from the end of the buffer to the end of the barrel.
So once you go 26, it's a rifle, according to what they have proposed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So even if that wasn't the case, the point system is just so convoluted that basically nothing. I know they gave an example of a SB Mini in there as being authorized.
It's in there.
Right, but once you put one thing on that rifle, it would be a rifle. One thing on that, it would transfer into a rifle. So
yeah, I saw stuff in there. I saw stuff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You got to remember, if you put flip-up sights on it, it's considered.
Yeah, if you put a red dot, because the
red
ATF
dot is 2 points.
Yeah, ATF doesn't know why you put a red dot, so it doesn't matter how you buy the gun; it's the state of how they find the gun.
Yeah,
right?
They said a red dot. A red dot is not useful for pistols.
There's red dots on every single pistol right now, literally.
I know. Another thing that's also concerning is it says, well, even if you don't hit 4, and we think that you're trying to circumvent the NFA, we're still going to charge you.
Yeah, but this is the problem. How does this have anything to do with the manufacturers? Even if the manufacturers build a gun that squeaks through and it's legal for you to buy it, now the ATF is trying to say I can't put a red dot optic on my gun. What the fuck is that? Yeah, or I can't put flip-ups. Like, what am I supposed to have, a AR pistol with nothing on it? Like, what's a proof?
You point the bore side at, look down the bore.
Basically, yes.
So what if you put a red dot sight on a regular pistol?
I don't know how this would affect pistols.
What? Yeah, what are it doesn't make, it's nonsensical.
Well, if you put a stock on a regular pistol and you put a red dot on there, that would be not stock, a pistol brace on there, and like an SB3 on a regular pistol, it would be a short barrel rifle.
Yeah.
Or it have a red dot and you put like any.
But listen, I have video somewhere of me with an AR pistol that has no, it doesn't have a brace or anything on it. It has just the old school pistol tube, right? Pistol buffer tube, and and then it has a red dot on it. Would that be foreboded?
With that, right?
You would get 2 points for
only count if you have a pistol brace.
Yeah. So so the cops pull you over. Oh, we don't know. Now the ATF has to come in and start assigning you points. Like, this is really where we're going in America with the ATF.
It's bizarre.
I know, but
yeah, you gotta remember that one thing that's kind of really bad is that the waiver of the tax stamp is only an alternative, and the way it's being written, that's like, hey, we might negotiate on this, but right now you have to pay the $200 tax.
Yeah.
But one thing I did find, I don't know if you guys caught this, but it says if the gun owner can turn in the now SBR to the ATF free of charge.
Hell no.
I can give away my cool $2,000 pistol free of charge to them. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll take it free of charge, as a favor to you, the gun owner.
I love that. Could you imagine them even considering a fee for that?
It's a lot of craziness in this, just like whatever's going on in your house.
My son, yeah, I got to take off on this one too.
All right. Anything else here that we didn't cover before you go out, Mr. Dr. Fauci?
Did you tell him about Flying Rich?
No, what happened to Flying Rich?
No, about his new position.
Oh, he works for you now? Flying Rich works for you. Yeah. Yeah. Flying. Do you want to tell them about Flying Rich that he works for you now?
He's not your personal pilot, is he?
No. I haven't crashed through any houses, so.
Yeah. Apparently, Flying Rich has a big contract with you now. What are you paying him? $1 million TUSC a year to work for you?
Yeah, $1 million per episode.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if Flying Rich even wants that disclosed, but okay. Yes.
Well, you disclosed that, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I will be on with 280 EDU at 9 o'clock.
Okay. All right, cool. There you go.
And I'll be on here on the 16th, I think.
Okay. All right. Matthew, behave yourself. Go to bed.
Matthew. Right. They say behave yourself, go to bed.
What?
They said go to bed. But they said go to bed.
Yeah.
No, what did you say before?
He said behave yourself and go to bed.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy that. All right. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
hold on. Nikki wants you.
What's up? Okay.
He hates being on camera.
Okay, boys. All right. Yeah.
All right. Bye. See you guys.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Get him vaccinated, damn it. Get him vaccinated.
Oh, kids. That's kids being kids, man. That's the energy right there. Yeah, you got that coming at you, Babyface P. You better have them before you get any older.
I'm not ready. I don't know if I'll ever be.
You'll never be ready. Just jump on in. Just jump on in. I can't wait until, old Hank Face P comes, is born into the world.
God. No.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah, I think you should name the firstborn after me, and then the secondborn should get named after Walter.
Walter, I was just gonna say this is gonna be Walter.
Yeah, and then your thirdborn, you guys can figure out what you want to do with that one. I'll leave that up to you.
The choices on the third. Okay.
Then you can have a family name or something.
Yeah,
yes,
whatever.
yeah, we go for the family name.
Yeah, name him after your dad or whatever. Yeah. Explain that one to your parents. Yeah, we had to call him Hank.
Yeah.
Basically, we had no choice. Yeah, Atomic Bull says now sites determine an SBR or a pistol. The ATF keeps raising the bar of absurdity.
Let's go back in time a little bit. Remember when bayonet lugs and flash fighters were the evil parts?
Yeah. So now red dots are flip up sight, but iron sights have been around for a long time. How can now
forever?
So you can't put any sights on these things.
Let's remember, this doesn't just apply. We always keep thinking AR-15, 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 AR-15. There's lots of bolt-action braced guns out there now. There's lots of all these variations that these manufacturers have made so they can, back when sales were slow, the reason they my opinion, the reason these manufacturers started making the big manufacturers started making all these pistol braces because people bought it. Mm-hmm. Instead of buying the boring stocked rifle, they wanted that SBR kind of gun because that was sliding underneath the wire, and I didn't pay no tax stamp on it. Mm-hmm. And now another question is, where are the people that are handicapped
I don't know. They haven't said how that affects the.
Yeah.
Why aren't they excited? Where are their lawyers?
Well, ultimately here, this is not law, or even if this rule goes into effect, it's not law.
But
it's not law.
So there has to be challenges to this. The first challenge comes from us. I think the second challenge is when no one in America gives a shit about this. Even if they put it into a rule or whatever nonsense they want to call it, we just go, we don't give a shit about your nonsense.
Here's how I think, okay, I have a pistol brace. It's designed for somebody missing an arm, whatever. What's that ramp outside that restaurant for?
Mm-hmm.
If I walk up that ramp, if I walk up that ramp, am I doing something I shouldn't be doing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, yeah, it's sort of what they're saying here. You can no longer walk up the handicap ramp.
So is that a violation?
If you go to take a shit and they catch you shitting in the handicap stall,
I always go in the big stall because
big
there's
fine.
plenty of room. And sometimes you got your own wash basin and everything.
They won't even let you finish wiping if they catch you in a handicap stall. They're gonna kick you right out.
At least back in the old days.
You better let Walt stop finish wiping up before you start.
At least when the Gestapo would come to arrest somebody and they were bagging a prostitute or something, they'd at least let them finish. They would. They let them finish and then they'd arrest them. So come on. Yeah.
I'll be taking one long, continuous, infinite dump.
Anyhow, so that's what I'm kind of getting at. Where's the outrage about the poor handicapped folks, the crippled folks? Where's
perhaps it's coming here in time.
There's never been an outrage, and I kind of find it odd. I find that odd.
Well, I think I think there should be and there will be, and a lot of those people are veterans. Folks who went out there and served their country that. I think would be
where are the greedy
affected.
lawyers at? Where are they at? Where are the ones that want to? Maybe the greedy lawyers don't think there's any money in these.
Yeah, Professional One has a good point. He says Canada doesn't even regulate SBRs. Bye-bye.
No, they.
Here's the thing that gets me. Here, I got my Glock 17. I go ahead and get a 30-round magazine. Why the fuck do I need an SBR?
Mm-hmm.
Why do if I have a 30-round magazine and a Glock, I can do everything. I'm not going to shoot in pistol rifle caliber, but as far as concealability goes and firepower, fucking.
All of this is
I don't
nonsense.
need no AR pistol.
Yeah.
Come on.
Why is any of it regulated though? None of it should be.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. It's basically like complete utter nonsense. Yeah. Listen, here's what I want to switch to. We could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, let's get off of this.
I was texting Walter. I had an amazing plan that I was texting Walter. So, Babyface, you don't know about this because this wasn't in our group chat. I was texting Walter an amazing plan that I had that I'm going to share with everyone right now. I'm going to throw up some pictures here on the thing here. This van,
really cheap.
I went over to Sunshine State RV. Shout out to those guys to make a video today. This Class B van was in there. It's a Road Trek, which is a Canadian company, but this is obviously a Dodge, as you guys can see right there.
Yeah.
Dodge. Okay, it's a 190, right? A 190. See Road Trek 190. All right. And it was there. Walt, what do you think, man? Does this look good? Can
It's already been sold. It says it's been sold.
Where does it say it's been sold?
Well, I just something here. It says 2000.
No. That's a video. No, I sent you. That's a video that I sent to show you what it looks like inside. That's not that particular one. What do you think about that one, Walt? Do you like this one? Does it look good? Yeah, interesting.
Okay, can I tell you what I was thinking?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking of getting an older Class B, even older than this, and redoing it. But I wanted something with dual wheels, and so you could pull a trailer and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, you want dualies? Okay, all right. Okay.
Dualies,
so this one, so this one is
maybe.
out.
Yeah. My problem with the ones that aren't dualies is by the time you put all your crap in it, and then you put people in it. And next thing you know, things going along like a taco wagon.
That
yeah.
You know what's funny? Patrick is caught up right now. If you look at Patrick's screen, whatever he's doing, he's caught up in it. But the taco wagon thing.
I've never heard of taco wagon before.
You never heard that expression before?
I've never heard of a taco wagon. No, but that's funny.
It might be considered a little, on the edge.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Yeah. Ray Bozzolo says it's beat up. Kiaski says get a school bus. I thought this might be cool to do like a project like you could switch it out and get dualies, make it a 4x4, and you can.
Anytime Hank says do a project, Walt and I's eyes just we just go, not a project.
All you need is a donor. All you need is a donor dually truck that's 4x4, and you like a Dodge, and you swap it out. That's like a 90-something. It's a 90-something. Dodge 3500.
A little bit of pixie dust and some magic wishes.
Let me tell you. Okay. There's a backstory to this.
In a divorce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you guys sound like Lola. Okay. So listen. Go ahead.
I told you my interest is like a 1980 Trans van.
Trans van. Yeah, that would be your interest. A Trans van. Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's got that fiberglass body, fuckers. That's a good right there. Words, right? But these words, right? You know, it used to be in the old days. You know, you could look at it was a rainbow thing, and it wasn't a big deal. But now the rainbow's been fucking.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, but listen, no, I understand. But let me tell you the backstory of what's going on here. That Road Trek, which Road Trek is a Canadian company, they actually started the whole Class B thing. They were the first ones making them, blah, 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 etc. That van, when I was over there on the lot today, Nick, shout out to Nick from Sunshine State RV. We did a video. I think Lola is going to be turning that on soon. Really nice. I'll show you guys this like badassery here in a second.
What is cheap?
He bought that van for $100.
Holy fucking moly.
Yeah, $100. So unfortunately, the owner of that van died, and his son, the van was there, and his son didn't want it like sitting on the property, so he brought it over there. He bought it, and I was like, dude, I'll give you $120. And he was like, yeah, but I want you and your boys to blow it up. He was
I mean,
you know. So no, I don't want to blow it up. I'm thinking, look, we can swap it out with a dually 4x4. Undercarriage.
You start using that word again. We. What is this we?
By we I mean you. Then so check it out. We could gut the whole thing, get rid of all the internals or whatever, put in like a nice battery system in there, solar panels on the roof. You know, you can get some like a lightweight IKEA furniture, build it back. It could look like old school late 90s on the outside. And
what they say, that bass end of that thing's going to be dragging the ground by the time you get done.
Yeah, Vanessa Kitty says Winnebago made small RVs for decades. Yeah, actually, when I was in Indiana, I went to the RV museum. Yes, there is an RV Hall of Fame or something like that.
Even know that existed?
Yeah, it's for reals.
No, I did not.
I went there, and let me see if I could get some pictures to share with you guys, because I thought it was really, really cool. Let me see, where are these pictures? Oh, here we go. So let's see. I'm gonna start here. Here's this is what it looks like, and it's called the RV/MH. So RV/Motorhome Hall of Fame. There's me and the wife Lola. Also who poo-poos my ideas just like you guys, because you're bastards. But anyway, here, look at this old school RV right there. Look at that. What is that, Walt? Is that like a Model T or something right there?
That's a heavier truck than a Model T.
Yeah.
Look at those wheels and stuff.
Yeah, that's some heavy duty. Yeah, probably something that was like military. There's an old school Coachman right there, which is what my thing is, a Coachman. You know, there's an old school.
They're out there.
Right
They're out
there.
there.
Oh, by the way, there was a lot of horse-drawn carriages in Indiana.
Yeah, must have been with the Amish up there.
Yeah, you
were you in the Pennsylvania Dutch?
It's that place. So we went to Middlebury, Indiana, and there are a lot of Amish people there. That's who makes the cabinet tree. Remember every time this, I thought you don't remember, Patrick? Every time you look at the van, I'm like, oh, this was made by the Amish. You forgot about that.
Yeah. Those are the guys that made it.
Yeah, but they're for reals out there. You could go to a restaurant and you would see multiple. Like we went to this restaurant out there, and there was like 3 or 4 of these horse buggies parked outside.
That's weird. That's such a weird thing.
Yeah, it was really cool. People go to school. You know, you go to the gas stations. I don't know why they're in the gas stations.
Why are they at the gas? Do they have horse like the feed apples
I think they hook up
carrots?
the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's oats or something like that.
Yeah, oats and grains sitting in there.
But yeah. So, I don't know. I thought it was cool though. I like those. There was one of these. I'm trying to see if it was this video. I'm trying to see if I can get it to load. But there was one of those that had turning lights on it. That's what I'm trying to find right now.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? Turning lights on a horse-drawn buggy? I want to say it's this one. If I can get it to play. It's not loading. But it had, like, actually, it stopped. It indicated. There was a whole big stop thing on it. And then I was losing my mind. You know? So, let's see.
Did it have all-wheel drive? All-wheel drive?
It was four-legged drive.
All hoof drive. All hoof
drive. Yeah.
The horse has 4 legs, so so with the horse's 4 legs and then the 4 wheels on the buggy, yeah. I guess it's four hoof drive, yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
4 hoof drive.
I couldn't let that one go.
Yeah. So okay, that was my contribution. You guys shot down my idea of here it goes. Look, I'm playing it. Look at that horse trotting. Look at that horse. Look at do you see that in the back? Just going along. I don't know if I did it long enough for the Oh, what am I looking at? Okay, that's someone else that I'm looking at in there. Yeah, so that wasn't the particular one where it was turning and all the stuff went on, but that was so cool, man. Amish food is delicious, by the way.
Never had it.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious. Richard Monder says Amish people are good. That's who's building my log home if I move over one day. Yeah. Born to be a shooter Josh says I like to pronounce it Amosh. Pisses him off a little bit. I live in an area with Amish everywhere. Hate the damn horse and buggies on the road. Why? That's cute.
Well,
I guess if you have to live with it every day, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of like sometimes when these assholes drive their golf carts where they're not supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, Devil Dog 81mm says, "Did you run into the Amish Mafia?" I don't know. I mean, if you run into the Amish Mafia, do you even know, or do you just wind up?
They just disappear.
Yeah, 6 feet under. Yeah, and then Kiaski says, "Check out Yoder's in Sarasota. It's amazing." Yeah, so they are. Yeah, you know what? There was someone telling me there that there's a big Amish community somewhere here in Florida. Is it Sarasota?
Yeah, it is Sarasota. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. We got to go check that out sometime.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, Amish people are cool. I got no problems with Amish people. You know, do you think the Amish people have a lot of guns? If you're Amish, let us know. Where you guys?
I really
are at.
wanted that actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have guns.
Yeah, what kind of guns? Is it old school guns? Is it new guns? Because gun technology is old, right? So there's not really. No gun should be a violation, I think. We have to look this up.
The AR-15 is older than me. It won't be long, and it's an antique.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I agree with that.
I asked the leftists. These people are so anti-gun. What are you scared of?
Mm-hmm.
What are you really scared of? I mean. What
Freedom.
makes you so scared?
Freedom.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that. It's not that. Because they think they're free.
Mm-hmm.
But why? What scares you? What? These aren't people that live in the city. These aren't people from the ghetto. These are just regular leftist white folks. What are you so fucking scared of? What makes you so scared? I mean, they can't answer it. I've asked people like that before, and they just give you a blank stare. It's like, What scares you? Don't you hear all the gunfire? What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
this is not a post-apocalyptic movie, you know, like Escape from New York or Escape from L.A. It's freaking 2021.
Yeah, there's fairy tales. Those are fairy tales anyway. So
yeah,
I mean, come on, they can't answer it. It's a sickness. That's what it is. That whole leftist liberal mind thinking thing, like they know what's better for you and all that.
I've never understood that. The whole we know what's better for you. We're gonna implement this because it's better for everyone.
Well, you know.
Boss Hog says they're scared of life, Walter.
I think so. No, I'm in agreement there.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't imagine living fearful of everything like that.
But I mean, everything potentially is scary, but you have to get over that, right?
Fuck, man. I mean, I fired up a Chinese diesel engine today for the first time. It could have.
Yeah, have you ever looked at your video, Walter? You just reminded me of this. Now I got to go find that video that with you and Will.
The smoke in my face and everything and all that.
Yeah, I just want to play this. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this. I just want to play this. No. Okay, hold on. Wait. I got to find it. I got to get it to load up here in my phone. For some reason it's not loading. I don't know why. Yeah. When you first get that thing going, hold on, let me see. Maybe I gotta unplug and then plug my phone.
And it's shaking all over the place.
Yeah, it basically blew up like in your face.
With the smoke and everything.
Yeah. For some reason, this thing kicked out my phone.
I mean, you know, and that's.
There's a big puff of smoke that goes. Poof.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. If you look at it at slow speed, it's funny. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and you know, for some of the goofy stuff I've done before, blowing stuff up, that's pretty mild actually. So, you know, but some of the gun stuff just went off and done weird stuff, and you know, it's like.
No, it was cool. I like that. Motor. So this new one that you got, and yeah, for some reason now my phone can't connect to anything.
The new one is much more more modern. It's lighter. It's more like a Honda clone, that kind of design. It has a recoil starter, normal recoil starter on it. So yeah, it's a little higher up the food chain than the other one, but hopefully tomorrow there will be a video of me riding it around, or Will riding it around. So I'll be riding.
Okay, cool. You know what I really wonder? What the hell is Babyface P up to?
Burger King is taking on Chick-fil-A today for Pride Month. Every burger chicken sandwich you get that they now are making some sort of stupid-ass chicken sandwich to compete with Chick-fil-A, they will donate 40 cents to the Human Rights Campaign, a maximum of $250,000, which is a pro-LGBTQ LYMABCDEFG campaign.
Hey, just why do you Yeah, that makes me even more run not to eat a Burger King, huh?
The place is disgusting anyways.
So a lot of fast food is like, what's good fast food nowadays?
It's not that. It's you know, you
get the fuck off your high horse.
You know,
sorry. Get the fuck off your high horse. I bitched about this when the Pride Month started. Everybody goes and instantly changes. All these companies change their logo to a rainbow flag to say that they're just scammed. They just want your money. They don't give a shit about you. Do you really think they give a rat's ass about anybody?
Every day in America, we should be accepting of everyone and whatever they are, as long as they're not trying to take things away from other people. Like every day. Every day in America.
Why do we have to have special days and special months?
Because of snowflakes.
Special. Not just for that, but for every other freaking group.
This is what happens when you raise a generation where
Walter,
everyone
the money.
gets a trophy.
The money.
I don't care.
It's all Hallmark started this shit with the damn Hallmark cards. They started
Hallmark
this.
Cards. What a waste of money.
Don't you remember? Oh, it's Secretary Day. Oh, it's National Flower Day.
Yeah, come buy a fucking card from us.
It's Teacher Day, you know.
Yeah, but this is a lot different than that. This is a lot different than that.
Very funny post going around
Facebook,
Instagram. If you go look, you can find a picture of 5 Western social medias for different groups like Bethesda, which is a game developer, or Burger King, and then the same social medias, but the Arab counterpart. So it's like Bethesda, Arab, whatever. The ones on the U.S. are all like rainbow flags. The ones that are all the Arab ones have nothing. They haven't done anything because they don't give a fuck. But it just goes to show that clearly they don't care. They don't actually care about you. They're just trying to pander and get your money. That's all it is. So fucking dumb.
The problem is there's not that much money involved. So
you would think not.
It's not about money so much as it is about this acceptance thing, this normalization thing that we've been.
Walter, all we want is to be married, equal marriage rights. All we
just have to.
And now there are pictures of little girls petting men in dog costumes.
Vanessa Kitty says, "Can we just have a purge day?" Listen, let's do something weird because this just reminded me of this. This is kind of random, but you just reminded me because something you said kicked in my brain. Tiger King. And the whole Carol Baskin thing, right? So I'm gonna come back to this. Have you guys heard the Carol Baskin rap song? For some reason, that's like there's actually a Carol Baskin rap song out there.
I probably have heard it. I don't know.
There's a rap song called, and I'm just gonna show the lyrics because obviously we don't want to, run into anything.
Get a copyright strike.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. But there's actually a song. It's called called Carol Baskin Killed Her Husband. And it says the guy says Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
It's on the same. It's on the same song as Ratchet. It's that same tune. Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that didn't happen. Fed him to the tigers, they snacking. What's happening?
Yeah.
Carol,
What's happening? What's happening?
Have you actually heard that song?
Marley showed it to me when it came out because she loved it. She thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's actually become a hit.
Yes, yeah.
That's actually, I don't know where it is on the charts. You'll have to look. Let me see.
Can we look at...
Yeah, where is it?
Not the hits that I listen to, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Where is it on the charts? Where is that on the charts? Yeah, someone has to see where is that on the charts. So, and that's like, I guess there's a whole album out about that.
Carol Baskins killed her husband, whacked him.
It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, but I can't find the chart. Someone probably has to.
It's not actually on. It's like a TikTok thing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not actually.
No, I listen. I literally heard this on Amazon, the Amazon Music. Amazon Music has that song in current popular rap songs. I don't know who it is, but it's someone who's trying to, it's like Free Tiger King or something like that. Boss Hog is impressed that by your knowledge of this.
Because I knew the song, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jen Champ Jr. says it's old news. Okay, well, I guess I'm old and I just caught up to it.
It is. It's old. It's not new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even more reason not to watch the news.
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys can't.
I don't know. Okay, all right. So
I don't.
What's up, Walt? What's up?
I just say I don't miss the news one bit at all. I mean,
yeah.
I don't really need it to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Why are you both
turn it off,
fuzzy?
folks? Turn it off.
Yeah. What's up with you guys? Everyone's going fuzzy. I don't know if that's me.
Your internet getting a little weird because you froze for a second.
Oh.
And gun prices.
I think you're running out of data.
Folks.
Yeah.
You're running. The aliens are coming to get you.
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I think it should be fine. Should be fine. Allegedly, technically. All right, listen. We're running up against 9 o'clock anyway. So here's what we need to do. We need to start probably with Babyface. Tell the folks. I know you got a video out today on Babyface P/YouTube.
YouTube.com/BabyfaceP. We look at a new, faster CNC machine. Listen, it can cut a bunch of different things, but it's just a CNC machine.
It's a robot, technically.
Yeah, it's a robot. Yeah. So, anyways, that's up today. Hopefully, it takes off. I would love to see that another one of those videos take off. So we'll see. But that's up, and we got lots more coming. It was good to sit and talk with Hank this weekend because it kind of got me back into the mood to make shit. So. Yeah.
I would like to see you doing more videos of just making some stuff and
That's the plan. I'm trying to get a vote right now. If anybody wants to go to my community page on YouTube and help me vote, I'm in between. Do we do an aluminum frame 1911 on the CNC machine, or do we get a steel frame? I'm in between.
And your little machine there, your little toaster oven, you can do unfinished 1911 frame.
80% 1911s. Yep.
Unfinished.
Yeah, Walt, do you happen to have one sitting around?
I don't. I've never.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never.
I was about to say. Damn.
Of all the shit that I have done and bought and crap, I've never done one of those just because it just
a lot of work.
Yeah.
$350 get me one that works. Spend $500 making one.
It's for the journey. It's for the journey.
I know. Well, I gotta.
There's also
right.
What you make square out of the box, if you don't do any custom fitting, is what you can buy for $350 from Thailand or Philippines or wherever.
Right. And
it's all about that sitting down and doing that extra 5% of work that takes 15 hours to,
It's the learning. It's a process. It's
a journey.
It's the adventure. Yes, the adventure.
And see, everybody said the same thing: stainless steel.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're doing stainless.
I have a few adventures in my life, and they all end up costing more than they should. So
this will definitely cost way more than a 1911 should, guaranteed.
Yeah,
but it's a learning process too. You learn how the thing works, how you make stuff. And it's fun.
If someone knows somewhere where there's a steel frame one, let us know. Go ahead, Walt. What's that?
I've been trying to find one. They're hard to come by.
And your 1911 might be called Casper.
Oh.
there you go. That would actually we could logo that on the side. Put the Casper -0001.
I could do it. That was one I might put on my one of my unmarked ones. I might put Casper the Friendly Ghost on the side of my
laser it on the side. There you go.
Yeah, that's like a Casper is a character. I know that there's the ghost, but Casper is a character of Me, Myself, and Irene. Whoever
I only know the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene was a funny movie. Okay, Walt, how can the people keep in touch with you? What are you getting up to? Where can they go?
Tomorrow there'll probably be a video popping up about Chinese diesel engine on mini bike. If you're into that, on Dirtfoot Racing, and that'll be on IG, Facebook, and Instagram. And then there's Safety Harbor Firearms, IG, Instagram, Facebook, and the normal places. Yeah.
The internet. So, on the internet.
Yeah, and if anybody's got a spare, Haas VF3SS direct drive motor laying around in their shed that they don't need, low hours, then maybe we can make a deal. I'll trade you for an AR-15.
Oh yeah, that better be one badass.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got the motor and you got no milling machine, what good is a motor?
Yeah, can they get a SHTF 50? Maybe.
That would be a pretty good trade.
Good one. Yeah, you sure effing can.
Oh, deals could happen.
That's a good deal right now.
But the chance of this happening is like, the chance of I don't know. Take your choice. What aliens landed tonight in my backyard? Yeah. That's the chance of that.
We'll put that out there. It may happen, Walter.
Yeah.
Enough drugs, anything could land in my backyard. So.
Yeah. Richard Mondo says you're giving your mini bike Corona.
Yeah, probably.
Someone wants to see. DCG wants to see how fast the diesel is. So there you go. Go check out these guys.
We'll find out. I'll fire it up and take it out in the street and run it.
Absolutely. You can check. You can find that on Dirtfoot Racing. You can find Babyface's stuff on YouTube /BabyfaceP, or just search Babyface P. Richard Mondo says good night, thank you, and all that. Big thanks to everyone who's here. We're going to go away, and then we're going to come back with the words of wisdom. I don't know who wants to drop the words of wisdom on us. Yeah, you guys think about it. Big thanks to TUSC Firearms Crypto for sponsoring the show, for everyone for hanging out with us on this Monday. I'm going to run in the end. We're going to be right back here in a secundo. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash the thumbs ups. Ring the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. There you go. We are going to rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes and all your other favorite places to watch, to listen, to your audio podcasts. Who's got the words of wisdom? Who has it? Come on. No, these aren't words of wisdom, you guys. Someone's got
The best way out is always through. Robert Frost.
Oh, okay. What the hell happened to Patrick? All of a sudden he became a philosopher.
And just remember, always go in through the outdoor.
I don't know if Robert
No, wait,
Frost
no,
ever
hang
did
on.
that.
I'm not talking about the back door. I didn't say
We're going in through the back door.
I said the outdoor.
Oh boy. And this is
coming out, yeah.
This is where we end it. Good night, everyone. We'll see
Rainbows
you.
for everyone. Rainbows
Peace
for
out.
everyone.
See ya. We're out.